This is round 7 of ARL, and we have around Spa-Francorchamps, well, basically around Belgium. That's what the title says. So, yeah, round 7. 13 people with us today. Got a couple of reserves, once again, a couple of new faces as well. So very good there. Let me just make sure the stream is all up. You can all hear me once again. Always got to do these precautionary checks. Don't want to be talking to no one. Let's just have a look. Where is it? There we go. Perfect. Good. Okay. So that is everything sorted already. Chippy Jags with high already. Thank you, mate. But yeah, that is everything. I'm just going to tag this one guy though first. Just to make sure that he knows that our stream is up. There we go. So, that is everything sorted so far. And here we go. Q1, well, should be the only qualifying we have here because it's an 80-minute session. Looking like there's no rain for the moment, which is very nice. Spa usually ones have quite a bit of rain, and I don't know if it's going to be in the race or not, but we're going to have to wait and see. You can maybe tell here, none of our championship leader, our newest championship leader, sorry, Cyaris, they are not here today, and Jay Thompson is back here as well. So, yeah, actually, quite a few Malaysians are not actually here today, which is a little surprising, really. I thought that they'd all be here, but no, it seems that they all just have been here today. Jimmy Jags, first one on his outlap here, but he already took the ERS on for some reason. Rumble is going through my controller actually, which I didn't think that was possible, but he's weaving around, and he's already hit the wall. So, I mean, I don't think he's going to do this lap. That is something behind him also going on the grass. That was the ad one. So everyone's trying to warm their tyres really quickly here, and it's definitely not worked for someone over here, and that is Jimmy, who has clattered it into the wall. Probably going to let past the other guys here, although I mean, he's not going to do that. I think his main priority here is just to get back into the pits. He's lost his left end plate from what it looks like, but yeah, he's going to get to pit with that damage. I mean, it's only do one outlap and then come back in, quickly get the new set of tyres on, or keep on this set and just get back out here. And you can see the undersit. He does not want to be on that front wing where he wants to do a lap. And yeah, we have got some new faces. We've got Liam Esk, Govy I think was here last week. We've got a couple of returning ones, J-Halls as well. I'm trying to think who else here. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else might be new here. Yeah, Kytras, A. Thompson, I think these two are quite new. I think those are the 3 that we've got. We've got a couple returning and a couple leaving for the moment. Hopefully they'll be back in due course. I think they'll be in Alfa Romeo to be the first one to start a lap. That is Hazard. Hoping not to make any contact with Jimmy Jags. Hoping for Jimmy Jags to not break a bit too late into him. Apex Motoring Club already out of the session on the main straight. Have they done what Jimmy's done but a bit worse? Most likely. Definitely can't do a ERS open, span on the right there, what it looks like, and hit that wall. So, yeah, probably something to do, just like what Jimmy Jags has done. So, it's not just Jimmy, but it's still pretty embarrassing when that does happen. Might have been trying to do something, I don't know, just trying to do something a little bit different. My car slipped. It wasn't just you, mate. It's okay. It wasn't just you. But, yeah, here we go. Hazard will be the first one to set a lap. Pretty big distance there to the ad one will be the next one, and that'll be our Henson afterwards. So, let's just watch Hazard. Of course, going to be, well, should be 12% for one. I'm pretty sure no one else is on our app at the moment. I really foolish vibration for some reason. Let's not ever talk about that ever. That's what Apex Motoring Club has just said. Yeah, it's definitely embarrassing to crash on your outlap and DNF rolling completely. That also does not help your cause. But, yeah, we've got a couple people still in the pit lane. We've got Kytras, A. Thompson, Liam Esk, and Govy. We have to 2 Thompsons here at the moment. I mean, spelled differently, but I mean, still pretty much the same pronunciation there. I'm basically going off some random stuff here. We're just watching Hazard do his lap at the moment. But yeah, no, Spa's a very nice track actually. And it's looking like a pretty decent lap here so far from Hazard. I mean, I think as long as you can get your first lap in with no invalidations, that is definitely what you want to see. Consider the ad one so far. Let's see if they're going to take a purple sector off of Hazard at all. We're going to see now going down this bit. Jake also tries on the section as well. That is in the pit lane. So I'm going to assume that that is just him wanting to start last. Going to assume Hazard going for the bus stop chicane. And we're going to see now through the final corner, putting the DRS on. The first lap of the session, a 42.6. Pretty decent lap from him. The Admiral will be the next one to cross the line. Our Henson has set any purple sectors. I don't know if I'm too late for them. Jay Thompson has set any purple sectors. Our will now be two-man in the championship, but was championship leader. The Admiral coming across the line for a 44.0. Our Henson will be the next one to cross said line. We're going to see, is that MXS Rossa? Is one of the Ferraris going quicker? Doesn't look it. I think our Henson was on a quicker lap. We're going to see though, as he crosses the line, 42.7, very close at the top there. The next one to cross the line will be Jake Thompson. Crosses that line, 43.5. Must have made a massive mistake there. So I'm pretty sure they were up on our Henson's time going in sector 3. We're going to see now MXS Rossa, who will then come across the line. Maybe Jake Thompson actually might be running some very high wings. MXS Rossa gets a massive snap off the exit, but he's still ahead of the ad one. And he is also in P4. Cameron Kim's within a one set a lap, but is only in P11 and is also invalidated at laps. So they are not going to finish their lap at the moment. Hopefully for them, no spins, no nothing. It looks like it's recharging their battery, maybe trying to go again in a second. They're looking like a full traction user, and there's no shame in that. Kai Traz will be the next one. I'm going to assume to maybe start a lap because they're ahead of Cameron Kim's. Jimmy Jags probably is going to be the next one to set a lap after that. I mean, after these two. Although we are going to watch Kai Traz at the moment. I'm surprised someone's taking a bit of a wider line at the moment. I thought some people would take a bit of a wider line, then go cut in and see if they could do anything with this, but I'm not really one to judge quality laps sometimes. But yeah, here we go. Kai Traz, one of the only mistakes actually here in this qualifying session, with the number, I don't know. I want to say it's 88. Looks like 88, so that will be, well, Kubica's number, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're going to watch him go down the Camel Straight. He's got some very low ERS. I'm pretty sure he might have actually had it on during his out lap and he didn't even realise, but neither did I. He's gone purple sector 1 though, so the ERS that he's got on for the moment is doing pretty well. Going right on board with him through this section. Had to have a big lift there as he understeered very wide. But yeah, at the moment, I mean, it was looking like a good sector 1, but I think the corners have kind of screwed him a little bit here. Probably some very, very low rings running here. As we're seeing basically ease through all these corners here. It's not being pushed to a limit as much as you might think. Going down 7th gear, right in the curve actually, which I don't think you can really do on this game, but you can do now. Yeah, Kai Trad's still doing a decent lap though. I've got to be completely honest with you. Looking at he's hitting a lot of the apexes correctly. He's definitely looking pretty nice through this second sector. We're going to see what is their time. That looked a little bit deep, but we lagged back to the right place. 15.8 in the middle sector, so that's about 9 tenths down, I think, on someone like Jay Thompson. But yeah, I think that might have been lower ERS levels. So there was only about 10% in some of these things. Yellow flag, turn 1, that is Cameron Kim's, just on his out lap, just coming out the pitch, making sure that he gets out the way of his teammate, Gobi Govan, who I think is just started like that. Kai Traz is actually going to finish this lap, which I thought was a bit surprising. But yeah, we're going to see now come across the line, 45.2. I think that kind of makes sense, considering the low ERS levels. He could probably go faster than that. Gobi Govan, 31.0, also his purple sector, but for the moment, just going to watch Jimmy Jags, 15.7 through this middle split as well, but has a lot more ERS than Kai Traz, so I would not be surprised when Jimmy Jags probably pops ahead of him, unless there's some sort of mistake going into these last two corners in the bus stop. They're very wide, they can go on, but doing it loses too much time. You can see now going through the bus stop, braking pretty decently, right in the curve quite a lot there. Does get a good rotation, very twitchy on the exit. Is he going to get ahead of Kai Traz? Yes, he does. That is a power of ERS compared to none there. Pretty equal middle splits, but cannot, with the ERS levels, can't compete if you've got low ones. There we go, looks like he made a massive mistake on this lap. He is very far down, that's like 2 times that he wants. And yeah, here we go. That looks like everything for the moment. I think Gobi Govan might finish this lap, at least for a banker, because a couple people are out, and if he wants to just make sure he gets ahead of them, he can just very quickly set a lap, but just get to wait and see really. These two, A. Thompson actually is going to be the one to start a lap next. I think these two aren't doing other laps. Yeah, both 1.5 seconds off their time. Gobi Govan is actually going to finish the lap. probably is just not very good, as considering the ERS levels once again, 149.5, definitely some sort of mistake in that. A. Thompson will be the next one to set a lap, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, all these guys completely out. Got a couple people out laps, has to be the ones actually next set a lap. As I say, he's hurrying up a lot. 29.9, which I think is the fastest one we've ever seen so far. We've been seeing 31s in some of this session, maybe even 30s, but this guy is setting a 29.9. The new face in this league as well. Yellow flag, sector 1, not sure who that is, but it looks like a Red Bull, who was slowing down a little bit, but I think that was coming in the pit lane, so not sure how that works, but this lap is looking a lot smoother. A. Thompson showing us a pretty good lap here, quite wide on the entry to pit 1, probably trying to not spin. But we're going to see their laps, to see if Hazard has got anything on him. It looked like he was doing decent time in the middle split there, holding that throttle very well through there. And we're going to now see A. Thompson, what is the middle split, 14.1. That is very up on what we've been seeing on some of the recent times of some 16s and 19s. But yeah, 14.1 looks like a pretty nice lap so far. The only person who can maybe get in his way is the AlphaTauri or the Ad1, but he can't really do that now, as he's going to start his lap. A. Thompson will be the first to cross the line and set another proper lap, riding the curves quite a lot. What is their time going to be? Comes to the line, 42.4. That is the new fastest time Hazard had to chase, and it was going to be this lap that you might have to chase it, but it's not going to be, as he has invalidated his lap. But yeah, A. Thompson has gone the quickest by about a tenth and a half there. Our Henson is going to be the next one to start a lap. The Ad1 also on a lap now. Govan coming into the pits, hits the front wing slightly bit there, but I don't think there's any massive damage. Cameron Kim's is no one to set a lap at the moment. We're going to see what their time is going into sector 2. Definitely not a 14.1 like we saw with A. Thompson. 16.1 does say it's the fastest second sector though, so they could have a very bad sector 1, or it could be extremely bugged, and I'm not too sure, but we're going to see. Cameron Kim did go very wide through one of the corners. I'm not sure what turn it is, but yeah, definitely went wide through a couple of the corners there, so I'm not going to assume that's actually a purple sector. Goes quite deep into the bus stop, rotates very nicely though, actually, I must say. Going across the line now, what will his time be? Puts him P8, just behind Jimmy Jags, but ahead by a decent margin of Kytras. Liam S will be the only person now who is still in the session and needs to set a lap. Liam looking for a roost there, and Radion. A. Thompson slows down to let people by. Our Henson is still on his lap, and Excess Rossa also setting a lap at the moment, although very deep. The Ad1 is about half a second up on his lap at the moment, so we're going to watch him. We'll just go quickly see our Henson, 14.9, 6 cents down his time. I don't think he's going to improve. The Ad1 though looks to be improving, going to the line. What is his time going to be? Goes ahead of Excess Rossa, so loses a couple of tenths in the final corner. Final couple corners really, I should say. But let's look at our Henson now. I don't think anyone else in the top couple places on lap, so we're going to see now our Henson. He's going to pit, so he's not going to be setting his lap. Kytraz, I think, just set a lap and goes into P9. I'm not too sure there. Oh, and that's Samakis. Oh. Okay, well, he's got no wing at all, but he's very lucky to be still in the session there. I'm pretty sure he was just trying to push on the same set of tyres, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's actually on fresh sets of tyres. That is not good for him at all. MX Rossa, not pushing there. The other one is also, he's up on his time, but I don't think he's pushing again, unless I'm not mistaken. He is actually pushing again. He's on some very low ERS levels, so I'm not sure what he's doing. Although, if he's up on Sector 1 with those ERS levels, then you can probably tell he might be able to be in with another good shout of a good lap. Not sure who will be next. That was Liam S coming up into P7 actually. Didn't see him finish his lap, but P7 on debut at the moment is not too bad at all, though the gaps are still quite big. Realistically, top 3 and then quite a way away to our P4 man, which was Jay Thompson, but it may very well not be, as we saw a purple second sector there, and he also set a lap, so it's probably not going to be bugged. Yellow flag in sector 2, that is Kytras, I think, who was span round. But I'm pretty sure they weren't on our lap. I mean, at the very least, down there in 10th place. Jay Thompson going to come across the line. What is his time going to be? Only just pipping it by a tenth of a second. A little less of a gap between the Alfa Romeos and the Williams there of Hazard and A. Thompson. A. Thompson's a... What have I just said? there's less of a gap between Jay Thompson and A. Thompson, between A. Thompson and Hazard. So there we go, that's what I wanted to try and say. But I've had my words all mixed up there. Liam, bad day lap there, but yeah, probably on his in lap. Kai Prass coming into the pits as well. I think MXS will also be the one to next set a lap. Didn't see their first sector, but we're going to see them now. 6th gear, look like a very nice pull on there. Very long corner as well, downhill too. You'll see now going quite wide there, but does set up quite nicely for this corner. Has to downshift a little bit though, making sure not to go wide through there, going to third momentarily and up into 4th. Purple 2nd sector. Not too sure if it's bugged at all or not, because you can see so many of them, but he is 5/10 up, I can 100% tell you that one. And that is going to put him ahead of the Aswan if he keeps going at this pace, but it's going to still be roughly around 5-6 tenths away from our Henson unless he can clean up or any mistakes in the final sector he might have made. Let's see now, very late on the brakes into the final sector, going around the final couple of corners into the bus chicane, coming out across the line. His time is at 43.0, so it does actually improve a little bit more. And he's only a couple of tenths away from our Henson moment, so very nice lap from him. Hazard, I think, is on a push lap. Well, it looked like he was quite far down his time there, so he's around 4/10. So once again, if there is any massive mistakes in the final sector, he has to clear them out now, but I don't think there is. We're going to see now going through the last couple of corners. Yeah, it comes into the pits. Maybe to go for one more lap, but he's going to be very quick with it. Jay Thompson looking like this might be the end of his session as well, because he's going to wait for Hazard to get into the pits. Next to Sarossa as well, looking like it's probably the end of the session, as that is an invalid lap there. Probably going to try and save all his ERS now. Looking at everyone here on out laps, Gobi Govan is not one of them, and is actually one of them who's setting a lap at the moment. I think the ERS was draining, and he was a couple of tenths up there. I'm pretty sure he probably made quite a bit of a mistake here into the final sector, so we're going to see what is his lap going to be. Lifts through Coolhon, but no matter there, we're going to see what is his time. Yeah, the flag 6.2, that is Sam and Kim's just letting people by. Gobi Govan turning it very close there to spinning it into the wall. It's going to be a good improvement, but unfortunately for him, he is not moved out of P11. Went into the AI there for a second, but yeah, that is his qualifying most likely done, unless he's going to save up for one more lap. I think Jimmy Jags will be the next one to set a lap, so we're going to ride on board with him. I think Alexis Rossa is just, yeah, he's too far down, he's invalidated as well. Jimmy Jags 10th up at the moment, so if he keeps going at this pace, he could maybe move ahead up into P7, going a little bit wide there, but he's still on the track, going onto the grass a tiny bit, which is not really what you want to do on a left tyre, going into a right-hander. Definitely need all the grip on the outside tyre as well as the inside tyre. Looking pretty decent though, hitting a couple of the apexes, going wide, but not too wide. Let's see what he does going to pull on. Definitely lifts quite a bit, but it's still an 8th gear for some reason. I definitely would have taken that in 7th, but I think he might have automatic gears on, which does make it harder to shift gears. That's quite deep going into, I don't know what that turn is once again. I don't know what the turns are. I don't know how many turn numbers are there, but there is that. And there's going a little bit wide, but he is 7/10 up. So, this is looking very nice from Jimmy. And it could actually move him into P6 as well if the ad one does not improve or invalidates on their lap. We're going to see now is Jimmy Jags is going to round the final couple of corners. I know there is a pole lap here, but Jimmy Jags could do a very nice improvement to their lap, which I think they'll definitely take. Round the final couple of corners. The rotation is very nice. I don't know about that one. We're going to see though, yeah, it validates in that final corner, 43.6, definitely getting a couple of tenths there, but is not going to improve. We're going to see now our Henson a couple of tenths up. A. Thompson, let's see what they are doing. 3.5 tenths up. This could be into the 41s here as he's going around towards Blanchimont here, and I'm pretty sure it's Blanchimont. Yeah, so we've got 5 people's qualifying done. Jay Thompson, Hazard, and MXS Sarossa, so only one of the top 3 are going to improve here, and it's going to be the Williams. Are they going to snatch pole away from Jay Thompson? At least provisional pole for now. Looking very nice through that bus stop section. What is the time going to be? Is it in the 41s? It is in the 41s barely. 41.992 for A. Thompson. That is a very nice improvement there. Almost 4 tenths up there on Jay Thompson. Our Henson will be the next one to try and challenge for that pole time. We're going to see Hasso really quickly come across the line. And that is not really enough of an improvement. Jimmy Jags out of the section. Cameron Kimms does not improve. Our Henson moves up to P2 and only just ahead of Jay Thompson, only by 6 thousandths. So very nice lap done from them. the ad one looking like he'll be one of the last drivers to set the lap. Although Kytras is also on one and could go quite a few positions up here. Although we're going to see that is not a great last corner, and we're going to see them come across the line now. Still up into P7, very nicely done from them. And the ad one will be the last one to cross the line. Do they think they're going to improve at all? They think they might, and even then, I don't think it's going to be enough to put them up into P5. We're going to see going to the line now. Moves a couple of tenths ahead of the time, but does not move up in places. Very nicely done, that qualifying. And while it is 4 tenths ahead, it's definitely not as much of a gap as what we saw last time out. And yeah, there we go. Very nice grid actually. Definitely looking forward to it. So, here we go. Right, A. Thompson will be the first one on pole position with the only driver into the 41s there, and only barely into the 41s. So very nicely done from them. Henson in P2 on the front row with 42.3. Jay Thompson also with 42.3, but losing out there, and he starts P3 on his return. And it's Alfa Romeo second row with Hazard in P4, MX Rossa in P5 a second down, but he'll definitely be happy with that P5 start. The ad one in P6 as well. Kytras in P7 on their debut, as of Liam S in P8. Jimmy Jags in P9, even after that outlap a little bit of a silly thing there. Cameron Kim to P10, Govey Gove in P11, and Apex Rotary Club and J-Horse rounding off the qualifying session with no times. Very nicely done when there's way less people. Morgan, you curse me? Yeah, I did curse Jimmy Jags there a little bit, but yeah, unfortunate for him. I would have set a bloody 42.5, apparently. So, Jimmy Jags actually would have been up there properly. 4th place, I'm pretty sure I would have been. So, interesting there. Well, all he had to do was just not go wide there, and unfortunately he did for Jimmy, and that invalidated his lap completely. But yeah, we're going to see now. Doesn't look like there's any rain. I don't think there's going to be any later on the race, although knowing this game, the weather does change very rapidly, so just going to have to wait for that. Let's see if anyone has said anything at all. A. Thompson has been congratulated on his pole lap by R. Henson, who will also start on the front row with him. And it'll be interesting to see what their tyres are as well. Yeah, Jimmy's going to get 4th before he messed up the last corner. Yeah, unfortunate for Jimmy there, but unfortunately for him, can't do much about that now. And all he's got to do now really is focus on the race. I think he's still in a pretty decent position though. Yeah, P9, it's still not bad. It could be a lot worse. And that was A. Thompson leading us away on the formation lap. Let's have a check at the tyres. So we've got a mix here of softs and mediums. I think that's pretty much half the grid. It's 6 to 7, I want to say, from softs, from mediums to softs. So yeah, 7 drivers on the soft tyres. That includes 2 of the top 3, so A. Thompson and J. Thompson. So both the Thompsons here going for soft tyres. They're both not related to each other, I don't think, but there we go. So they are the outliers in the top 7, because basically everyone else there starts on the medium tyres, and then basically down from 8 to 12, it's the exact same with the outlier of J-Horse on the medium tyres, and it's just flipped around here as everyone else on the softs. So, it's looking pretty decent, actually. Nobody on the hard tyres, so this is probably indicating to me this could be a soft-medium strategy, or maybe some people are going to do medium-soft, maybe some people are going to do medium-hard, maybe, I don't know. Depends on the tyre wear, definitely. But I think with nobody starting on the hard tyres, especially some people at the back, this is looking like a soft medium strategy, and the game is telling me that as well. Lap 9 to 10 for soft tyres, putting onto the mediums to the end of the race, which will be only 22 laps, so I'm going to assume the medium tyres will go to lap 12 or 13, and we'll box for softs then. So yeah, looks like a very decent race here. Very decent race on our hands, and this is definitely going to be crucial. These strategies, as this is the shortest 50% race that we will have, not only in ARL but also on the whole F1 calendar, as this only has 44 laps as a 100% race, so that means 22 laps for this race. And I thought these drivers are going to need it with the tyre wear. The tyre wear is going to be very high around here, tyre temperature is going to be very high around here, as there's basically almost nowhere to cool them down, as you're constantly going fast. And it just, even when you go try to slow down, there's some heavy braking zones which really hurt the tyres. But yeah, A. Thompson was just backing up there. Bit on the grass a little bit, or he's going to wonder where Henson was behind. But yeah, it's got a very nice mix here, and hopefully people can keep their pace pretty consistent with each other. Then we're going to have some very nice battles here through lap 1 and through, hopefully, to the rest of the race. And we're going to now see J Halls rounding off the grid here. Looking like no one's been disqualified as of yet. Although we're just going to have to make sure. I think that Mercedes might. Let's see. Jimmy Jack's qualified, so I've cursed him again. I'm very sorry, Jimmy. J Halls will be the last one to lap onto the grid, and does so perfectly. So Jimmy Jack's the only one who's been disqualified. These camera angles are shocking. We're going to look at Jay Thompson's here, as he's going to turn to 5 red lights soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And there we go, we're underway. A. Thompson getting a pretty good start there, turning on the ERS immediately, and is going to get ahead of our Henson into turn 1. But J. Thompson is going to dive down the inside of our Henson, and also A. Thompson there. Both of the Thompsons almost side by side there, but no contact for the moment. J. Thompson's going to get a very nice slipstream up into Eau Rouge and Radion, and through down the Kemble Straight now. Both of them are going flat out through Eau Rouge. Hopefully no contact, almost a tiny bit of wheel banging there. Going through Radion and up down the Kemble Straight, both using all that ERS. Our Henson is behind, waiting to pick up any scraps here at all. But J. Thompson moves ahead of A. Thompson there. And our Henson sits back there in P3, has a P4. The ad one was going a bit deep there, but is ahead of Kaitras. But Kaitras is going to try and go for a move on the inside. There is contact there, span round Kaitras. And that is a red ball as well. I think of Liam-esque. Epic Smoking Club might have been calling that as well, but no, it doesn't look like it. That looked like a very heavy crash there. But for some people, it has definitely benefited them. J Halls especially, already up into P5 from last on the grid and on the medium tyres. So J Halls has basically played out to perfection there. That was Jimmy Jags going very wide, and he got wing damage as well, so he's probably been caught up in that crash. Epic Smoking Club, yeah, Kaitras and Liam-esque. These two are going to be the ones affected. The ad one somehow is going to get away with that one, no damage, but is going to get away with some places lost. Go moves on Jimmy Jags there. Maybe a tiny bit of contact, but nothing else there for the moment. And these two at the moment are streaking away a little bit from our Henson. The gaps aren't really fixed at the moment, which is a bit annoying. A. Thompson tried taking that flat out there, but nothing doing there for him. Even on soft tyres, they don't give you enough grip to do that. J. Thompson locking the rears a little bit there, and A. Thompson kind of sensing an opportunity here. We're going to see now as he went a little bit wide for the final corner, but that's not going to do anything for him at the moment. These gaps are even worse now. Govin, 10-second time bounce in corner cutting, so he's probably made a massive mistake through the second last corner. Not sure what's going to happen there, but may have been some sort of rear locking. But here will be the fight we're going to be concerned about here. The slipstream purely for A. Thompson. We're not seeing him turn on the battery at all. We are now. J. Thompson, I don't know if he is either. We're going to turn on the telemetry actually. No, but he's used a lot of his battery. A. Thompson using more of his now, and he's going to go side by side with J. Thompson. It's very difficult to go side by side here. A little bit of contact there with J. Thompson, but he gets ahead, and the gaps are still annoying me. But we do have some good racing on our hands. Sam McKibbs gets past Sister Rossa there, or at least defends there. I'm not too sure what one it was. Liam and Kaitras come out. Liam on the mediums, Kaitras on the hards there, sliding out the pit lane actually. But Kaitras might be trying to know something we don't here, and trying to go to the end of the race possibly. Sam and Kim's next to Sister Rossa are both going side by side. Sam and Kim's is ahead, but there might be some damage there. That was very, very slow going through there. But I think Sister Rossa might have made some sort of mistake there. So yeah, for them. And for actually our Henson as well, the one on the medium tyres is the one basically, I think, showing the pace here. There's these two starting to squabble a little bit. J. Thompson's starting to use a bit more of his ERS, but A. Thompson here, that's going to be very annoying to try and keep saying, because I feel like people are going to think I'm saying the wrong thing. But, yeah, the fact it's free Epic Smoking Club out of session, and that is a full-course safety car. So he has binned it on the exit of the chicane that Jimmy Jags will come up to, and it's pretty easy to do so if you go wide at all. We've seen it in real life, I think, with Giovinazzi and Russell, I'm pretty sure. And here we go, hold on, A. Thompson and J. Thompson both into the pits. So both these guys, I'm not sure what to go pit onto. I'm going to probably shoot the hard tyres, but very interesting here, this strategy. Definitely a cheap pit stop, but it's looking quite interesting with the wear here. J. Thompson going onto the hards. A. Thompson going onto the mediums, so some people might be a bit more confident in their tyre wear than others, or there's going to be completely different strategies here. Govin will be the one into the pit lane on the soft tyres. We're going to see what they are going to do. Are they going to pit on the hards, or are they going to pit on the mediums? Let's see. As Govin comes into the pit, looks like white tyres, but no, it's not. It is mediums, sorry. Yeah, Jimmy Jags moves past airplanes P9 there. I'm not sure these two are getting it past, but I don't think they will. Yeah, Govin will be very close to Jimmy Jags, but he's going to be ahead. or he's behind, sorry, if you really count in different ways. Kai pass into the pits now, so I'm not sure what's going on here, using the pit limiter there pretty well, but he's not on the hard tyres now, so unless they go on to a set fresher, maybe? Or no, they're going to go on to the mediums, so probably a medium soft now for Kaitras, or maybe just mediums at the very end. I don't know what some people are going to do, but we've got a big strategy shake-up now. There's people who have not boxed, including the top 6, and only one soft runner now, as Epic Runner got DNF, and other people have started to pit. So, the only soft runner here is Cameron Kim's up in P5 in the halves, while his teammate is down in P10, but he's also on those fresh mediums, so you've got to be mindful of this. He'll be one of the only runs on the fresh tyres, that will have a warning with Jimmy Jags, but he might want to appeal that if he wants to, as it is done on the safety car. So as long as it's not really a stupid ridiculous warning, he could probably get that removed. But yeah, our Henson is leading this race, and it's been a little while since we've said someone else is actually leading a race. Sayara's recently has been doing way too much leading of races at the moment, and whenever it's not them, it is Izzy Snow, who actually has dropped their seat, and Liam S. Epic's Running Club are now the actual official proper driver lineup for Red Bull now. So, unfortunately for anyone watching, I think it's going to be the most interesting race of ARL you'll see in a little while. Unless Sunrise wants to check out maybe a couple more races, that'd be lovely. If they do want to do that, but let's have a quick look at the position gained, and well, you can see who's the big winner in that one. J-Horse up into P3 and up 10 places from starting last, and on the medium tyres. So they're definitely going to come in for a set of softs when they need to, and the medium's already barely worn at this point. It'll be around 10-15% if that's the case, and it's barely worn when you think about it. Cameron Kim's another big gainer there, up 5 places, but some of these guys who are low gainers, or not low gainers, but well, losers really, in terms of places, aren't really the ones who are actually losers, as they have already pit. So I think Jay Thompson especially here is, and it probably looks like they're going to go to the end on these hard tyres, which is going to be a big ask, I think. They do the safety car to save the tyre wear, but it's still going to be about 16 racing laps, maybe 17 as well, depending on when the safety car ends, which probably should be in this lap. So yeah, it'll be about 17, 18 laps on the hard tyres, proper racing. It's going to be very tough, but I'm pretty sure that this Alfa Romeo might be able to do it. Going to try and peek at the number there. It looks like number, I don't know, I think it's 74. I'd like to say Epic's Running Club leaves a session as well. I want to say 74, let's see. Yeah, 74. So, is 74? No, 24 is Jaguar News. Sorry, I was thinking what number it was then. Let's have a look at the driver numbers while we're here. It's a bit off topic, but let's have a look. Our Henson number 59, I think that is. So I'm going to assume it's number 59. Has a number 42. So let's make sure it is actually number 59 here. I find it quite difficult to read this Alpine number. No, 39, sorry. Looked like a 5 there. Yeah, Hazard, I'm pretty sure, was 42, and it is 42. J-Hall's number 8. The ad one, number 15. Cameron Kim's, didn't see their number. I see it on the back. Don't think I can. Let's see if we can see it. This is a horrible camera angle to try and see it. Yeah, not too sure. See the Ferrari of MXS Ross, number 43. See, Cameron Kim's going to still get a quick glimpse of your number 69. Of course it is. A. Thompson there. I could have maybe seen the number there, but couldn't do it then. Let's have a look through here. Looks like 20. No, not 27. 99. Yeah, 99. Pretty sure it is. So yeah, Jay Thompson as well with number 74. Jimmy Jags. Not sure what your number is, mate, but yeah, take the cars in the slap. I'm going to try to see if we can get through all the numbers. Right in this, that looks like 25. Looks like 25. Go, not too sure. Liam, not too sure. I don't think we're going to get these guys done in time. Maybe there's another safety car, might be able to do it. Or if they're maybe in the pits, let's see. Can we try and get them done? Govan, what's your number? I don't know. Liam, what's your number? You're number 3. And Kaitras, you are number 88, I think. Yeah, Kaitras number 88. And you are number 7. Right, we got it all. That's good. Okay. The only one we couldn't get was Epic Running Club. Now Henson is going to lead us off on the restart. almost a 3-minute lap now under the safety car. Not going to go wide on the exit. They're thinking they're going, but they're not going yet. Turns on it now and does get a bit of a better exit there on Hazard, who's got J-Horse under pressure from him. Going past the last corner, it's going to be very difficult to actually judge. MXS and Rosser past Cameron Gibbs, making it 3 wide. It's A. Thompson diving down the inside and is able to make it done up into P5 for the driver who has just pit on the tyres. MXS and Rosser trying to go side by side with Cameron Gibbs. This is not a good idea to do. Lift off, but that's going to invite J. Thompson. Cameron Gibbs goes wide. It's going to be another 3 wide moment. J. Thompson is trying to know where to go, but he can't do it at the moment. This Haas is moving very erratically, but just cannot find a way past or to defend. J-Horse gets by the Hazard there, up into P2. J. Thompson is still stuck behind this Haas, and that is hurting his race completely. But he is now going to try and go past. A. Thompson also gets past the Ad1. Those new tyres are working an absolute treat as the Ad1 goes completely wide off track there. But he's going to keep ahead of MXS and Rosser. Jimmy Dykes also gets past Cameron Gibbs, and that is why the Ad1 really not liking this restart on these tyres. Side by side from P1 here. MXS and Rosser gets through after shifting down a lot, but the Ad1 was almost on the inside there, trying to go for another set of moves. But the one we have to look at the moment is J-Horse and A. Thompson. These two are probably going to be one of the prime people to try and win this race, as J-Horse is already on the back of our Henson, and it's not looking too far now before we see it pass. Govan already using all his deploy there, forcing Liam almost completely off track. Yellow flag, that was, I'm not too sure, that was the Ad1, and that was also Govan going completely off track there, missing their braking point. J-Horse right on the back of our Henson. Yellow flag takes free still. That is, once again, the Ad1. Almost going into the back of the Alpine there, trying to go for a switch, but cannot do anything about it. A. Thompson down the inside, Hazard leaves the space. Side by side going through turn 1. A. Thompson sends the fastest out by a country mile there. I think it was almost a second there. Trying to go down the inside of J-Horse. That is a very late move. That could probably go to the stewards there. And he's really trying to push to get past every single one of these people who have not hit yet. But J-Horse knows better here, as he's going to go up the Kemmel Straight. Now, on the exit Radion, our Henson, looking at it, just trying to let him pass here, goes to the outside, does go through. A. Thompson here, trying to push quite a bit, but our Henson is actually not really letting J-Horse go here. Is there a dive down the inside? No, there is not. But you can see the fresh tyre difference there. A. Thompson was closing up massively there. MXS and Rosser on the back of J. Thompson there, but has dropped off a little bit. Kaikra side by side with Liam. We've seen these two tangle half before, and Liam is off the track, and that looked to be maybe a bit of wing damage for Liam. Actually might be that he got away with it there, actually. I might be wrong. But A. Thompson now on the back of our Henson. This is giving J. Thompson some time to keep a good gap to him. Round the outside, possibly pull on. He can do it, but that's going to be a very risky move. Our Henson is going to fight this one. He is, but he can't defend against those tyres. A. Thompson after a very nice move there is up into P2, but has used a lot of his ERS, as with everyone else actually. The highest ERS we're seeing is probably MXS and Rosser here. Jimmy Jag's probably one of the lowest, although actually Cameron Gibbs is one of the lowest here, on the soft tyres still. So yeah, very nicely done from A. Thompson and from J-Horse, who leads this race kind of unpredictably, really. Yeah, the fact that 2 and 3, the Ad1 span around again, so he could probably have some sort of car damage that's just irreplaceable. And unfortunately for him, he is going to be plumb last by quite a while here, as Liam is trying to fight with the Haas of Govan. Going to go to the inside right there, perfectly judged from Liam on the brakes. Very nice move from him after that switch from the outside to the inside. Almost a spin there for Govan, but nothing too bad from him. A. Thompson is starting to close in on J-Horse, and I'm pretty sure DRS was enabled this lap. I'm almost certain actually. Yeah, DRS is enabled this lap. Our Henson has fell out of it, trying to get ahead and trying to stay ahead of Hazard. This will be the fight we want to see. Hazard not using any ERS. Our Henson used his ERS at the start. He's not going to use it anymore. Is there a send down the inside? There is from Hazard. Both drivers have got to give each other space because they don't want to be the ones to lose out all this time to the top two. But it looks like they are at the moment, as they're all trying to squabble and fight. Meanwhile, J. Thompson is on the back of these two. Maybe trying to just conserve their tyres a little bit here, because as it looks here, it doesn't look like they're going to stop again. So J. Thompson has to be very careful on his tyres here. MXS Rosser is in P6 also with these guys. The swap for Alfa Romeo is done if J. Thompson gets past Hazard, but I don't know if that's the right move or not, because I think J. Thompson might be trying to conserve his tyres really here. So I think Hazard might have might not time that very well, although I feel like if Jay Thompson thinks there is any sort of problems here, and there is a problem here for Henson here, that he tried diving around the outside and switching it to the inside, can't do anything there. Henson is going everywhere on the inside. This is not going to end well if there's any contact, and there wasn't. This is almost like the real life battle between Hamilton and Perez, but there is no contact here, as they both almost backed out with each other there. Slipstream now through Blanchimont. Henson goes a little bit wide. Jay Thompson takes a bit more of an inside line. He's going to switch it maybe to the inside. 4-out move, but can't do it there. Closing his hazard there on the medium tyres, while Jay Thompson in on the hards. But Nick is now starting to form a bit of a DRS stream between these two drivers. Meanwhile, A. Thompson also is on the back of J-Horse now. And he's going to be a little bit careful when he picks his move, because if he picks it down the camera straight and J-Horse is still catching up to him, the fresh tyres of A. Thompson will not be enough to probably win this race unless you're going to go to the very end. But we're going to now see J-Horse on the tyres he started on since lap 1, has kept the lead since lap 5. We're going to see now on the outside, A. Thompson's trying to think there was a gap there, and there was no gap. J-Horse has not moved through there, but he's going to well, basically stop the lead, stop his lead there out ahead. Henson has just been passed by Jay Thompson and also Hazard there. So Henson has also been passed by 2 Alfa Romeos, and A. Thompson now not only leads, but one of his main rivals on the front row, which is Henson, is now down to P5. So, also speaking of main rivals, Jay Thompson, who was actually his rival at the start of the race, is in P3, a couple seconds back, 3.5 to Jay Horse, and almost a second there to A. Thompson, so about 4.5 seconds there. Jimmy Deck's racing penalty down in P7, but he's still doing decently actually. I mean, you've got to say all these drivers here are doing decent, even though they do have penalties. They're definitely out of the race. It's definitely something you can't say for some people. Unfortunately for you, Epic Touring Club, that is including you. Unfortunately, qualifying and the race as well, but we're not going to talk about the qualifying thing. We're not going to talk about the qualifying thing for Jimmy Jags either. We're not going to talk about either. So, yeah, he has back to 2, probably the one again. I feel there's some wing damage on that car, especially some rear wing damage. That is looking very hard to put the power down on. There's actually number 15 there of that Tauri, and it's just not looking too good. We're going to see now, looking like it's taking it a lot slower here. That makes us Rosser gets past Hazard, who actually comes to the pits. Bit interesting there. Only 9 laps on these tyres, and he's coming in. So, Equi's a very high wear on these tyres, and he is going to come in for some hard tyres as well. So, this might change some of the strategies here. If J-Horse, one of the guys was in box, or Henson, one of the guys was in box, on these medium tyres, if they can only last 9 laps, apparently what Hazard's going to say, maybe probably some sort of undercut here, but if they can only last 9-10 laps, they're going to have to push the softs, if they are going to go into them, for 10 laps, 10 laps, 12 laps, sorry. But presumably they are going to go onto the hard tyres. I feel like it'd be a bit stupid not to. If the wear is that high, Govi Govan is the next one to pick up a 3-second penalty. Using all the ERS down there. Going down to 0 actually, as he does that. But yeah, Hazard actually in some pretty clear air on the hard tyres. Pretty good time to warm them up as well. So he's done pretty well there. Jake was really got a very fantastic exit out of Who on there as he's closing up to A. Thompson. It's looking like a very solid race. I mean, we've still got some pretty different strategies. Well, I don't even know Jay Thompson is going to go to the end here on these hard tyres. Although he's pushing quite a bit, so he might go on softs to the end, I don't know. But these two at the moment, arguably ones that are fighting. Jay Horse arguably producing more pace than A. Thompson, although some people would also argue that could be because of the DRS. But they're both on equal, well, yeah, both literally on equal ERS levels. Jay Horse just 2 lap older tyres. A. Thompson, is he going to come to the pits? Has picked up a 3-second penalty on those new hard tyres, probably on the exit of, God knows, I don't know. But going in sector 3, definitely picked up a 3-second penalty. A. Thompson breaking a little bit early there, but going for the tighter line into the Eau Rouge Radion complex, and is a little bit of a bad gap there. Simon Kim comes into the pits as well, so he'll be going on to a different set of tyres after finally being done with his soft tyres. He'll be the only one to not be, he'll be the only one with soft tyres. He's not running anymore. J-Horse as well inherits back that lead of the race he had taken away from him on lap 8, and he goes back into the lead on lap 10. Our Henson as well, trying to get past MX Sarossa, but nothing doing of that for the moment. Yeah, both the Hasses are in the pits here. Sam and Kim's going a little bit wide. Safety car. I'm not sure the safety car's been called out. Bit interesting here. Not sure why it's been called out. I don't think there's any visible damage to some cars. The ad one doesn't look like he's got any damage. Sam and Kim's going to be going. Neither of them have got damage. I mean, the top two got damage. That makes sense. Rosser hasn't. Oh, Henson hasn't. Oh, I see. Jay Thompson with some damage here. Definitely some big damage to his front wing. And you can tell now he is not going to be going on the hard tyres for much longer, as he has completely destroyed his wing. However, this isn't a bad situation for him, I don't think. He can pit on some new mediums now and basically get away with it. He's got about a 9-second gap to Jimmy Jags behind, and that's more than enough time to replace his wing. So, despite it looking a very bad situation here with no front wing, he can now put onto a fresh set of medium tyres and go to the end on said mediums. And this is also very interesting for the guys up ahead. So we're going to see, are they going to go onto a set of hards or a set of softs? Do they think that their tyre wear is going to be good enough for a set of softs or for a set of hards? Let's see. We're going to go through now. What is it? Let's see. J-Horse into the pits. What is the McLaren drivers going to come onto? The top 5 all coming in, and I'm going to assume everyone's going to come in now. J-Horse onto the hards. He does not think his tyre is going to last. MXS Rosser, who will he put onto? He'll put onto the hards as well. A. Thompson onto, I think, a set of hards. I'm not too sure. Let's actually put on the tyres. That actually might be a bit more helpful. And it's looking like a big, massive set of hards and mediums here. A. Thompson, I think, started on the softs, so he can go onto those mediums as well. Jimmy Jags into the pits. Is he going to go onto a set of softs? No, onto another set of mediums for Jimmy Jags. Everyone in the pits here. But I'm surprised that there's no soft tyres, really. The strategies did say about 9 laps, and I feel like if they were to do 9 laps, then I thought there'd be some sort of boxing here. I mean, you don't really get any wear on the safety car, and if you do, it'll be around 5-10% by the end of it. Come on, someone's got to gamble on it. Anyone. Govi Govan stays out, never mind. He's also got fresh hard tyres. So unfortunately, there are no soft tyres really going to be run. I guess that is also because you don't get another fresh set. If other people already did use the soft tyres, then well, they probably already used the other half in quali. The other half, yeah, the other half already actually used them all in quali. So unfortunate, really. I mean, very unfortunate. I feel like someone might have tried to gamble on a set of soft tyres, but once again, it's a checkerboard over here. I think there's a slight bigger balance from hard tyres between mediums now, as I think some people were just running mediums and could not do anything else. We're going to have a look. Yeah, medium hard for J-Horse, soft medium for A. Thompson, but he didn't really run those softs for long, actually. Only run them for 1 lap, 2 laps. Yeah. Realistically, only 1.5 actually, as the safety car was called out on that lap. MXS and Rosser doing the same as J-Horse, finding himself having P3, and our Henson as well actually, both doing the medium-hard strategy, which is looking like the best strategy for the moment. J. Thompson actually is one of the only guys to, along with Govi Govan, those two are the only ones to run every single tyre, besides the inters and wets, of course. As it looks like it's going to be no rain. J. Thompson using soft, hard, medium. Jimmy Jags using soft, medium, medium, the same as what his teammate A. Thompson is doing. Kytras, the only one with 3 stops in this race. Medium, hard, although I'm going to assume that's either definitely the harder option in terms of the tyre selection, or he just keeps going on the same set of tyres constantly. Liam-esque, soft, medium, medium. Another person to do that strategy. Soft hard is the one done by Sam and Kim's, and he's the only one to be doing that strategy there, along with Hazard, who is down in P10 at the moment, but has done a very interesting strategy for only a 22 lap race. Medium, hard, medium. So yeah, he's not running the softs at all, because I think he did 3-4 soft laps in qualifying, so he definitely doesn't have a set of fresh tyres. I think that was Govi Govan. Wait, I'm a bit confused there. What happened? Oh no, okay, right, the ad one's coming to the pits. So, is the ad one putting on a set of fresh tyres? They haven't used a set of softs as race. Govi Govan was the one who did the soft, medium, hard. So, also the same thing as Jay Thompson. We're going to see now, is someone putting on the soft tyres? It's probably be beneficial if they are. That is a set of mediums, never mind. I got my hopes up, but no sets of softs look like they're going to be run for the rest of this race, unless there's a safety car in the final few laps. Which, once again, it's a big shame. I mean, lap 13, the safety car would have ended, most likely, as the M1's probably going to immediately catch up. And I had thought, you know, about 9 laps, I felt like the soft spike would last until then, but I felt the medium tyre definitely looks like the best race tyre actually, so I'm not going to fault people for putting on mediums. I just kind of wish there was someone gambling on those set of softs, but unfortunately there wasn't. So yeah, now it's an even checkerboard actually of medium to hard tyres, so very split on opinion. J-Horse, MXS Rossa, R. Henson, Kytraz, Saman Kims and Govan all on the hard tyres, so that's 6 drivers there, and the other 6 drivers, A. Thompson, J. Thompson, Jimmy Jags, Liam S, Hazard and Yadwan, all of them, the other 6 drivers, are on the mediums. So we have got a very nice split. And this is exactly what we want to see. We've got, well, difference with penalties is an understatement here. We've got none or 3 seconds or 13 with Govan. I know he did get a 10-second time penalty for track limits. He might try and get it removed if that is the case, but yeah, Govan. Unfortunately for him, has got, basically half a sector's worth of penalties there, unfortunately. He's probably going to get it removed, but it's still quite funny to see. When you look at all the penalties, 0 or 3, and then we see 13. But, yeah. That just did all the driver numbers. I'm actually having a quick look at all the helmets actually now, because why not? It's very quick fun. James has got a very nice helmet actually there. Don't know if that's custom or not. I don't think that's like one of the custom ones, or one of the ones that gives you can't change the colour scheme on, but it looks very nice. A. Thompson with a Max Verstappen Miami helmet. MXS Rossa, looks like a purely pink one. Maybe a little bit of black there, I think, on the helmet as well. I'm not too sure. Our Henson looking like he's got looks a bit more like a Consport one there, with the yellowy lime and the purple. J. Thompson looked like just a purely white one there, from what I'm seeing. Maybe a tiny bit pink. A splash of pink there. Jimmy Jags looking like a black and blue. Kytraz with a probably black and red, so like the George Russell design. Liam doing the same thing as our Henson, but just with black stripes instead. Samron with only one singular purple stripe with a black helmet. Hazard looking like blue and black, but I'm not going to really focus on them anymore, as J-Hos has gone, so I've just focused on helmets for no reason. But here we go. No one can overtake it till this line, and now they can. 3 minutes, 10 lap done. And here we go, lap 13 of 22. Let's see how many more laps of racing this could give us, and how many more bits of action we can see. Hazard already providing us the first bit of action here, going down the inside of Cameron Kims, does get ahead, and is going to be no trouble at all for him going up into Eau Rouge and Radion, definitely not at all. Right, we're going to see now A. Thompson pulling away quite a lot from MXS Rossa. One of the drivers who only put on the hard tyres. A. Thompson there, looking very close on the inside. J-Horse going to go for the lunge on the medium tyres. J-Horse gives him the space and keeps ahead on the hards. And I feel like we know here that the medium tyres are going to be better here at the start of this stint. As we can probably tell here, J. Thompson is definitely raring to go ahead of these guys. Although MXS Rossa goes a little bit wide, and the fight is still between the hard tyres. You want to be the first of the hard tyres here, especially in this little train that's starting to form already. We definitely want to be in the first of these ones, as they're going to be on the podium, most likely, looking like they're going to nearly go 3 wide through Radion there. No, not Radion, sorry, Puon, Liam on the inside, but that turns to a switchback for Hazard. 2 wide now, going past Puon. Liam attacks to defend, but attacks too hard, and takes off the Mercedes there of Kytraz, and that has definitely settled him there, as he loses now 2 places. Liam absolutely sent that Mercedes completely off the track. And A. Thompson now wheel to wheel with J-Horse. This is some, oh my god, this is some definite gloves off racing, and that was completely on the grass for J-Horse. So these two are really going for it, and maybe a bit too much. I've definitely got to say that, definitely a bit too much. Hazard on the inside there of Liam. Liam breaks deep, going for the switchback there is Hazard, and gets on the throttle a bit earlier, but cannot get away with Liam there, as he goes for a very nice exit. But yeah, that was ridiculous out in front. I'm not sure if that's for anything previously done, but that was very harsh between the both of them. A bit more harsh between A. Thompson there, between J-Horse and him, but we're going to now see J-Horse not using any ERS. A. Thompson is, but the gap is closing with the slipstream. J-Horse thinks about a move, but can't do anything with it. Cameron Kims is past Radiad 1 now, and yeah, A. Thompson has got to get a good gap before not only DRS, but before his medium starts to wear out as well, as J-Horse is closing in, and is closing in quite rapidly, especially when he gets to the hard tyre delta. He's looking very good at the moment. I don't know about warnings at the moment, but if there is another safety car, I'll definitely be checking them. Jay Thompson is on the back of our Henson, who's on the back of Alexis Rossa, maybe not as much, but is still there within that DRS range. Hazard in side by side with Liam here. These two have been giving us some very nice battles, both on the medium tyres. Liam still somehow is ahead, but he's going to break way too deep here. Marbles on his tyres. Hazard on the outside gets the move done, and that is very nicely done from the Alfa Romeo driver. Liam thinks about ascending there, trying to scare Hazard off, but there's got nothing with Hazard there, keeping the position and retaining it. Liam has a spin after clipping the grass. Probably a bit of rear wing damage there. J-Horse on the outside of A. Thompson. A. Thompson only just boxed it off in time before that gets very nasty indeed between the two of them, as it already has been previously with some of their fights. But DRS is enabled now. A. Thompson does set the fastest lap while he's out in front, but he's used quite a bit of ERS now, and J-Horse is one to not use the ERS. Kaitraz has somehow spun round at the final corner. Not sure how he's done that. Might have been definitely some sort of contact, really. Henson is on the back of Alexis Rossa, who is being caught also by Jay Thompson. So these guys are all using ERS here. Jay Thompson especially, the one with the most, and the one using it, powering down this straight. Henson on the grass, going to the inside. Jay Thompson going to the outside. It's 3 wide. Jay Thompson on the grass. This is a very awkward situation. 3 wide does not go into here. Alexis Rossa backs out.